things in my life that don't work. But the funny thing is even though I know they're not going to work, I do them anyway. And it sounds crazy, but I think I'm not the only one who's done this. And it could be something at work, a procedure. It could be something, something in a relationship. Things that I do that I know aren't going to turn out, but I do anyway. So why? Why do we do that? I'll give you an example. I was at a gas station and I was checking my oil. It was down a quart, so I went in. I bought a quart of oil and I took the, unscrewed the lid of the quart of oil and had the lid off. Unscrewed the lid on the engine. I don't know. Engines have a lid. You know what I'm talking about. So anyway, I decided I was going to pour the oil in, and I paused for a moment, and I thought to myself, I'm just going to make a mess. I should get that paper funnel. You know, they have little paper funnels over there. All gas stations have them. And but instead of taking the funnel and putting it in the engine, because the funnel was like 8 steps away, so I decided instead I was just going to aim carefully. And I started to pour the oil, and of course it spilled on the engine. And I stopped. And I'd like to say I stopped so I could go get the funnel, but I actually stopped so I could just aim better. And so I started to pour again, and the oil started going into the hole, but at that point the little quart went glug glug, and it spilled oil all over the engine. And now the engine's still hot, so it's starting to smoke. And at this point, I should have stopped, but I was committed, so I just flipped the whole quart over and jammed it into the hole. I spilled even more, and I probably got maybe 3/4 of the quart of oil into the car. But I knew this was going to happen. Why did I do it? Why do we do these things in our life? Well, I think there's a lot of reasons. One is, habit, laziness. I was too lazy to go get the funnel. But in this case, I think it was lack of self-respect. Why do I say that? Well, because I know if this was my friend's car, I would have got a funnel. If it was my dad's truck, I definitely would have got a funnel rather than spill oil all over his engine. So I gave more, respect to my friends and family than I would to myself. Actually, I was willing to make the mess myself. I was going to be the one to have to clean it up anyway, but I was willing to do that. So I think in this case, it was a lack of self-respect. But there's a lot of reasons that we continue to do things in our lives that don't work. And if you want to start getting out of the habit, what I started doing is just making a list. What are the things I'm doing in my life that aren't working that I'm doing anyway? So you may want to try making one of those lists. It worked for me. I hope it works for you. Good luck.